So studies have shown that in some countries, up to 50% of people suffer from bad breath, otherwise known as halitosis. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to get rid of it, so what are we waiting for? Let's do this. Now before we begin, I have a few questions for you, which I want you to think about whilst we go through the video. So, what's your oral hygiene like? How often do you brush your teeth? Do you floss? Do you smoke? Are you eating a lot of sugary foods? Because all of these can contribute to bad breath. So please think about them, and now let's begin. So tip number 1. The worst smelling bad breath usually comes from bacteria living in between the gums, in between the teeth, and on the tongue. So tip number 1 is pretty simple. Maintain good oral hygiene. And you might be thinking to yourself now, but Abraham, I do maintain good oral hygiene. Now if you do maintain good oral hygiene, then that's fantastic, but a lot of patients tend to miss a few important steps or do a few things wrong. For example, a lot of people tend to brush their teeth with a fluoride toothpaste, which is great, and then they end up rinsing their mouth out of water or with a mouthwash. And this is wrong because you're getting rid of all that good fluoride. Now a few of the things about maintaining good oral hygiene include brushing your teeth and gums at least twice a day, flossing your teeth at least once a day, cleaning your tongue with a tongue scraper, using a fluoride toothpaste, and most importantly, having regular dental checkups. Also, I did make a video not long ago with a good friend of mine, Dr. Erson, all about how to brush your teeth properly. And I guarantee you, if you watch it, you will become a dental hygiene pro. I will leave a link up here and in the description below, as usual. Tip number 2. So remember the bacteria from tip number 1? Well, they love sugary foods, and when they get sugar, they go a bit nuts. And when they go nuts, they start increasing the acidity in the mouth. And that can contribute to things like tooth decay. And I guess nobody wants tooth decay and bad breath. So what should you do? Well, you need to still maintain the good oral hygiene, but you need to limit your intake of sugary foods and drinks. And this includes things like fizzy drinks. Also, sparkling water as well, this counts as well, so you need to limit that. And lastly, limit fruit juice, because that also contains sugar. Now you may be thinking to yourself, but Abraham, that's easier said than done. I drink loads of fizzy drinks every day and I'm really gonna struggle with this. Well, that's fine and that's understandable. So try and cut down slowly. Maybe try having 1 fizzy drink a day or 1 fruit juice a day, and then slowly cut down from there. Also, please remember that things like tea, things like coffee, water, they're all fine to have. They're generally less acidic, but remember, please don't add sugar. And also, another tip, before you brush your teeth and you've eaten something or you've had something to drink, make sure you leave an hour. This is so the acidity can neutralize, and then brush your teeth. Which moves us on to tip number 3. Consider using a mouthwash every single day. Now I think it's especially useful to use a mouthwash. Let's say when you're out and you've eaten and you don't have a toothbrush with you to brush your teeth, then you can use a mouthwash that's going to neutralize those chemicals that can cause bad breath. Now your next question is going to be, well, which mouthwash should I get? There's so many to choose from. Well, the good news is that there's been a number of clinical trials that have shown various ingredients in mouthwash to help with bad breath. Now the list is quite long, so I'm going to leave a full list in the description below for you, so check it out when you get a minute. Next up, we've got tip number 4, which is all about smoking. I honestly think there's no end to how bad smoking is for us. We all know it causes various different cancers. It causes lung disease, it causes diabetes, it causes heart disease, and many more medical conditions. And the cherry on top is it also causes bad breath. So tip number 4 is pretty simple. If you do smoke, please quit, because the health benefits are there, and on top of that, you're going to be left with fresh breath. I'll also leave a really useful link from the NHS in the description below about how you can quit. So I really hope my video helps you, and if you have any of your own tips, please leave a comment below because we'd love to read it. Also, please remember that bad breath can sometimes be caused by certain medical conditions. So what I will do is leave a full list in the description below, and I'd recommend everyone to read it. Always remember you're awesome, and I'll see you next week. And then when you acidity, and then when they acidity, about how to clean your teeth, clean your properly teeth. Do you smoke? Do you eat a lot of sugary food? Hey guys, thanks for watching this week's video. Make sure to click that like, follow, or subscribe button now to stay up to date with new weekly videos.